Hello, once again. What a beautiful day in California. And about the sun shining is about the only good thing here going on thus far these days. How's everybody? I have an apology to make. Last week's show, I kept referring to RFK Jr. as JFK Jr. Obviously, it is RFK Jr. after Robert, not John. So my apologies. We have a video that we want to go to that happened in Philadelphia with President Biden and Mr. Fetterman. And let's take a look.
Mr. President, a little over a year ago, the president and I were standing right next to each other at a collapsed bridge in western Pennsylvania, a bridge that I drove over just the night before with my young son. And he showed up with just hours after that bridge collapsed there. And he promised to make sure that any resources that they needed and any help and support. And guess what? That bridge was rebuilt less than a year, well in front of time. And now I'm standing next to the president again, next to a collapsed bridge here. And he is here to commit to work with the governor and the delegation to make sure that we get this fixed quick, fast as well too. This is a president that is committed to infrastructure. Yeah, and then on top of that, the dual law of the inflation bill that is going to make sure that there's going to be bridges all across America getting rebuilt. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's not even his name. Boyle.
Boyle Bile. Welcome, Boyle Bile.
Well, thank you. I'm Congressman Brendan Boyle, but
He was close. Boyle. That's funny. Yeah, Fetterman. They had a thing on today where a Democratic congressman or senator, somebody up there in the Oval Office, is fighting for, he wants to wear sneakers with his suits, which is very popular today, as we have very nice sneakers and your $1,000 suit. So he's fighting, put in a judgment to be able to wear sneakers. Who fucking cares what they wear? I understand, but Fetterman takes it to a whole new level of just style in the White House, and they let him. You know why? Because they need his vote. They need his seat. So this poor guy has been in an asylum, had a breakdown, had a stroke. Suffers from depression, and they just fucking wheel him out there and like, we need your seat. Hey, a funny story. I guess it's not funny, but the Wuhan Institute, one of the main scientists there, was tossed off a building to his death. They thought it happened a couple years ago, but they thought the whole time that he committed suicide, and under further investigation, he was thrown off the building. Weird. I wonder why he was thrown off the Wuhan building. What did he know? Yeah, I mean, we all know it was leaked, so. But, scientist Peter Hotez is been talking smack back and forth with JFK Jr. Speaking of the presidential candidate, and he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Rogan's been trying to get those two to debate, and he was going to be the mediator of the whole thing. But Hotez is one of those guys. He likes to talk, and it's all science. And fucking, he's not going to show up for any debate. He already said that he's not. And that's that. They had a Pride Day in Yosemite. This is new. Now, I know a lot of LGBTQ XYZ minus carry the one. People are in a big movement. They call it, their religion to be gay. make the world gay religion. They did a whole thing at Yosemite, and I thought like people, campers that are gay went there. It was like the staff. There's like hundreds of staff members that are part of the trans community and all that. I did not know that. The funny thing is the main person who put it on. And like I said before, I'm not here to bash people. I care about everybody. Like I said, when you become 18 years old, you can decide whether you want to be Peter, Paul, or Mary. It's fucking your choice. Who gives a fuck? But what I'm saying is just don't jam it down children's throats. That's all I'm defending. Are the children. It's for the children, man. Anyway, but the main guy was saying something like, this is so we can prove, make a place where gay people can feel safe. I didn't even know they were under persecution. Gay people have been around for centuries now. Decades, centuries, since fucking the biblical times, there's gay people. Who's attacking them? Nobody's attacking being gay. And this has been the misconception. What I and a lot of people that I know that think, the way I do is just don't touch the children, It's not fair, and it's child abuse. It's literally fucking child abuse. And there's a little girl, damn it, I have her name somewhere. But anyway, her parents, when she was 6 years old, signed off and had her have a mastectomy. Now, their excuse was so they would always have a healthy boy and not a dying woman. What the fuck thinking fucking is that? It's fucking demonic, evil bullshit, LGBTQ crap, and that's what I'm talking about. Now the girl is 18 and is like, I didn't want to be a fucking boy, but I got no titties left because mom and dad thought, oh, it'd be safer. Let's just fucking cut them off and make Sally into Bobby. And this is what I'm talking about. This is some bullshit that goes on, and I don't agree with it, and I'm never going to agree with it. So the left pushes it. Left loves it. Trying to make America gay again is Biden's motto. It is what it is. It's not funny, but so apparently there's a submarine that launched today, and I guess you can. This has got to be for the wealthy, but you can take a small submarine, seats about 5 people, and you can go down and see the Titanic, the wreckage of the Titanic, right?
Frantic situation unfolding in the Atlantic Ocean. A submarine used to take tourists to see the Titanic has now gone missing. It happened off the coast of Newfoundland as crews are combing the icy waters to find the sub.
The submersible is designed in such a way we're told that if there is a problem, it would automatically float to the surface. The company is doing everything they can to try and bring back the crew safely. And the company's website advertises 7-night voyages to see the wreckage at how much? $250,000 a pop on this, and they go more than 12,000 feet down to the bottom of the Atlantic to get a look at the Titanic.
Sounds cool, but come to my mind, I'm thinking you're in a tube, Titanic. It's not going to end well. Sure as shit, they can't find the fucking submarine. 5 people on this fucking submarine underwater, and they're in the fucking abyss. They're not going to find them. They gone. Can you just imagine, though? You're in this tube, just fucking tons of water pressure all over around you. You're probably in the dark if you still have power. And what they're saying is all the lines that come in and out of the submarine, those are the breaking points. If there's anything that starts leaking, you can see you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden you see this fucking stream of water go, bing. You're like putting your fingers in all the holes, trying to, shit. Horrible death, man. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but I mean, it's been almost the entire day, and I don't know how you lose a submarine on a tour, but of course, fuckers were left out in the middle of the ocean on that open water bullshit. That was a true story, and the sharks ate them. How do these things happen? You're on vacation, you're on a boat, and we're going scuba diving. let's go look at the coral reef, and you come out and there's no fucking boat. That is some shit, man. That is some stupid shit to happen to you. It's funny, but it's sad. But yeah, hopefully they find him before it's too late. I'm not quite sure that that's going to be happening anytime soon. But God bless him. That idiot Blinken went to China today. Why are we sending Blinken to China? He's like so corrupt and dirty. And then that's who was sent to China. Of course, it makes sense to the Bidens, to the Clintons. Makes sense to all those people. Another little news note. San Francisco's on the news again. Big surprise. The mayor's upset. Big surprise. Mayor's upset because the media says it can no longer film there because it is deemed too unsafe. All the big businesses are leaving. Big business says no. It's too dangerous. The city's dead. San Francisco's dead. I heard you can't even go to the wharf anymore. Remember Pier 39? All that fun down there, all that expensive fun. You can't do it anymore. Funniest thing I saw, though, was Joe Biden coming out and saying he's going to build a train from America across the Atlantic.
Well, we're going to win and we're going to help. We have plans to build a railroad from the Pacific all the way across the Indian Ocean. We have plans to build in Angola.
Basically, he's going to do the impossible and build some fucking railroad system across the biggest ocean we have, and another ocean, another sea over there into wherever. I don't even know where he gets these stories from. And then he ended up ending it with, with God save the Queen, man. What the fuck is he talking about? God save the Queen. He's going to go on a 20-stop campaign tour. Just announced. I can't fucking wait. It's like, you mean we get to watch him get up on stage and try to talk?
Long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway, this woman helped me get an awful lot done. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
Anything. Policy, foreign affairs, China. It's going to be 20 times we get to hear him. I can't wait for him to debate. It's going to be great. It's better. This is going to be the best reality TV a Republican could ever have. I'm excited. I know you're excited. So, in other wacky news, things are getting weird in this fucking world. A landlord who is vegan has declared war on tenants who eat meat. Apparently, she has said that if you eat or consume cooked meat in your apartment, you're not welcome to stay there. And apparently it is law binding that she can get away with this. She doesn't like the smell coming up from bacon and sausages and steak and all that good shit. I'm having steak tonight, so fuck the vegan bullshit. Steak is delicious. God put that here for us. Eat it. How are people getting away with this? You can't live here unless you eat vegetables only. But apparently that is trending. Here's another weird story. A math teacher in California decided, I'm going to show lesbians kissing during a math class. A math class. And a brave girl, God love her, pulled out her camera and started filming and get the reaction of the kids. And the reaction of the kids was...
Why are you starting with the kids? Hey, I'll warn you guys now, if you're going to be inappropriate, I will have supervision down and give all of you a Saturday school for next year.
Would you look at this mess?
What? Boo. Ew. And why? Yes, that is the question. Why? Why in the middle of a high school math class does a teacher pop in a tape of two women kissing? And I guess she claims that it was for Pride Day. Well, what the fuck does it have to do with math? And also, the girl says that the kids were mostly upset because it was finals week. And instead of learning math in math class, they're learning fucking lesbian porn. Which for the guys, it's great. Shit, all them high school boys gonna run home and whack it for fucking hours just watching that. Ain't no guys complaining. But in all, respectively, it's not for kids and it's not for fucking school or math. But here's again what they are trying to push on our children. Why? And it's California. California's the worst, man. It definitely is. Gavin Newsom is all part of. Gavin Newsom might be a woman. Who knows? Because something is up with this agenda, and it's not going good. But good for that girl who posted a video. She was on Jesse Waters. Love Jesse Waters. Shout out to him and all the Fox News crew. Great staff. Breaking news. The search for the torpedo, the search for the submarine is still ongoing. Yeah, they haven't found it. But it was breaking. It was breaking news to tell you it's gone. It's gone. I'm not worried. The last couple shows I was getting fired up. I am not worried, people. I am not worried. Trump is going to win. He's a good man. He's a godly man. And he sees what America is becoming. And he wants to help. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And the game was made by the Bidens, the Clintons, the Obamas. He wants to help us. But he's going to win. I have no doubt in my mind. In my heart, I know he's going to win. So I'm not even tripping. I'm more worried about how people are living, the homeless, the drug situation, children, pedophilia, all that shit that's going down. Disneyland and Disney World are now fucking woke land and woke world. What Cinderella got a dick. Fucking Aladdin's a woman. I don't know what the fuck's going on there in the Magic Kingdom. And Pinocchio, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing either. He's still deciding. I don't know. I'm a real something. Oh, fuck.